Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Ali. Welcome to Art of Man's Life. I'm still messing around with the Lego Daily Bugle set. I did a video recently how I placed it into my city, and since then I've had a bit of time to really, well, just stare at it and think about it a lot. It's actually on my home office desk, in front of my desk. So I'm looking at it a lot while I'm sitting on conference calls when I should be listening, but I'm staring at this instead. For a Marvel fan, for a Spider-Man fan, there are so many Easter eggs and so many gifts for us fanboys within this set, and it's really awesome that Lego did this, and it's so clear the designer was a fan, and you can see that clearly in the designer interview in the instruction booklet. And I had a chance to really get into depth with it, and I even pulled out some of my old comics to recollect some of those scenes and those scenarios and stories that I remembered. And you just had that nostalgic feeling, which is so cool to have from a Lego set, but also combining another passion, which many of us have, with the Marvel comic line, especially with Spider-Man. So to that end, I want to share with you a few of my favorite things that I found in this set, and I would love to hear yours. So let me know if you agree with mine, if you like mine too, and let me know if I missed anything, because even though I've been staring at it, I'm sure there's something I haven't thought about. So the first thing is not part of the actual building or within the building itself. It's actually the little side build of the taxi. I love this little build. There was this creator set, right, of the taxi. I didn't get it, even though I wanted to. And I think it wasn't to minifigure scale, or maybe I'm thinking of the tuk-tuk. But when I saw this, I thought, oh, this is great. And it's done so that you can fit two minifigures inside of it. So you can have, a superhero in the back coming to save the day, but hang on, I gotta pay the taxi man. So I think the design is great. The sticker is perfect for what it is. Yes, it could have been printed, but hey ho, we know what it's like. I think that little gun piece that we have for the exhaust was really cool. I really like the way they did that. But to have this kind of little side build, it's so iconic for New York, for the Bugle, for the history of this city, and it's one of those iconic vehicles that you usually have. I mean, it's just like the London bus for the UK, right? So to have this in the city as part of this build, and to have scenes in the rest of the city, is going to be even better. So that's my number one. The printed tiles contain probably some of the best Easter eggs for a Marvel Spider-Man fan, calling back to some of the iconic stories, Spider-Man No More, the rage and the hate that J. Jonah Jameson has for Spider-Man that makes you laugh and giggle. So all those printed tiles were really such an entertainment thing to have. And when you're building it, you look at those printed tiles and you start laughing, you start giggling, you start reminiscing about the stories that you read growing up, or the stories that, we haven't even, sometimes we may miss some of those stories, but to have them printed, thrown about inside the building is really such a joy to have in the collection and within the city itself. The little trick they did with the hidden hole or slot to put in Peter Parker's bag, so when he's changing, he knows a place to put it, and then it's covered up by the web. I really like that touch. They didn't have to do that. It was just a nice little exterior thing to make the exterior and the back of buildings look great. I mean, the whole back of this building adds so much to it. Could have been boring. They could have just not put the air conditioning unit, they could have not put a balcony on there, not the sticker, but they did. And the fact that they put in this little, homage is also not from the comics, but from the movie as well. I thought it was really cool. We all know this set comes with 25 minifigures, but never did I ever think we would get this lineup of minifigures in Lego form, considering how, shall we say, adult and mature and violent they are in the comics. Daredevil, Blade, Punisher. I mean, what a lineup. The Holy Trinity is, I think. And to have them in official Lego minifigure form is just a sight. And I'm so happy they came in. Yes, you know, we had Firestar, which was I grew up with Spider-Man and Friends, Firestar, Spider-Man, and Iceman. So it was a shame not to have Iceman, because that really would have then made it amazing. But it's understood. I mean, I read a lot of interviews about how they wanted to put more minifigures in, but everything boils down to cost at the end of the day. So it's understood, but at the end of the day, if I had, I'm stuck with Punisher, Blade, Daredevil, I'll take it. Any day of the week, any day. The interior had some really cool mini builds. I learned a lot just by, with a lot of sets of how to do interiors, especially the little mini builds. I always struggled, but I was always fascinated and amazed by how talented the creators can be when they can make something so small but look so realistic. So my favorite of all the mini builds is the photocopier. Mine actually, my set actually had a missing piece. I didn't have the window piece that goes onto the photocopier. So luckily I had a black piece. I didn't have a white one in my spare parts collection, but I had a black one. So unfortunately mine isn't the official version, but black, I think it still looks cool. It's got some design on the photocopying machine, so I'm not too bothered about it. But that and the vending machine was also a second favorite. But for me, I've never seen a photocopier in Lego Mini Build. To see that was really cool. So those were my top 5 favorite things in the set. Let me know yours. I'd love to hear about it, and I'd love to share this with you. So please drop a line in the comments and let me know, because as you can tell, I'm ecstatic about this set, just purely because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan and Marvel fan. Take care of yourself. I'll speak to you soon, and there will be another video related to this set coming soon. Till then, take care of yourself. Ciao, ciao. Peace and love.